You know that game where you replace a word in a movie title with like fart or poop or boner or something? Try this. World of Warcraft, the burning boner. The boner of the Lich King. Boners of Draenor. Boner for Azeroth. See, now that's the real BFA right there.
Thralls, balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly.
What's up, swingers from the humid streets of Chicago? This is Gershom coming at you. This is episode 56 of Thralls Balls. I am here with my illustrious co-host Wooly and Bentolas. And Wooly, that is the funniest cold open I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I mean, you say that, but it really is just gross.
Okay, boners for Azeroth is funny to me, but okay, maybe just
Magni's
boners are
got
funny.
a boner for Azeroth.
What do you guys think Azeroth looks like?
A troll.
We've done this before. She's like a troll elf or something, right?
I think so.
Although that would be a pretty big boner. So before we get, unless you guys just want to keep talking about boners, do you want to
We're
talk
not
about
even 30 seconds in and we're already making sexual innuendo.
Is Sargeras' sword, does that count as a boner?
See, that's where I was going with
Phallic
that.
object?
I mean, I
I would say it's more like a sex toy, like a dildo.
and we're gonna grow a new world tree out of this thing? Is that what
Dildos for
everybody's thinking?
Azeroth.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. It like impregnated Azeroth and now we get a new tree. Oh my god.
What the
Someone
fuck is going on
actually
here?
deep dived into the cinematic and suggested that the water there outside of Tyr's Hold in the intro cinematic to Dragon's Flight might be some kind of like birth water, or because like it looks weird, like the colors are different, and there was this thing flying around for a little bit. That's
Like, same jizz?
not, like birth water, like as if Azeroth's water broke.
World
but
of
just-
Warcraft,
Oh,
Afterbirth.
I was thinking a different.
Like the planet was impregnated with the Titan soul, and now she's about to be born, essentially.
Oh, I was thinking like jizz is kind of like birth water. I don't know. Never mind.
No,
Ignore
it's
me.
not. Anyways, hey, what have we been up to in WoW? I want to hear from Wooly. Go, bro.
Okay. So 3 minutes in, jizz. Cool. Got back into raid on my warlock Tokesh, and you know, my eye level is starting to fall behind some others. Like Kazi's in fucking like 290 something territory right now. Dude's nuts. Shout out. Flurpy, I'm not calling you Daddy Pudding. It's not happening. Let's see. So we did normal Sanctum, and it just kind of fell over. And as awesome as that is, I think people might be, some in the team anyway, might expect Heroic to be easy too. And I have no idea what Heroic Fated stuff looks like, but I don't think it's going to be quite that simple. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. What?
I was just gonna ask if you got your slime cat, or if I can't remember, did you have to miss a week?
I had to miss Sanctum, but most of the people in the team got their slime kitty. I did not. Let's see what else. Oh, I brought my druid over from Proudmoore. That was a hard choice to make because I love the community on Proudmoore. I was even considering cross-faction, cross-realm raiding on my druid if it came to that, but at the end of the day, I want my characters to be played in one central location, even if we do have a collected company guild on Proudmoore still, and it is Alliance. I could have done that, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling that. So my druid is a troll, not a Zandalari troll, a troll on Thrall, and I couldn't figure out what to name him. So I was watching Invader Zim with my lovely fiance Shailene yesterday, or the day before. No, a few days ago. And, I was like, Zim, is that taken? Damn. Gur, is that taken? Damn. So I went Zimgur. So his name is Zimgur, and it sounds like a troll name, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have been doing. Oh no, I did time walking and got really disappointed by the fucking quest reward, because what I got would have been a pretty okay-ish ring, except the 2 rings I already had were better than that. So
Oh,
fuck.
I hate when that happens.
It's bullshit.
Just luck of the draw. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've been up to.
Bentolas, what's good with you?
So I've been raid leading, as we all kind of known, and we cleared everything on normal for all 3 raids. We got our slime kitties if everyone was there. So the next week we will be going into heroic, and we will also be each night, if anyone has been missing bosses in one of the normal raids to get their what is it called, the slime kitty, we will be going in and killing those bosses for them.
And this time you're gonna text me and let me know when you're going so I could try and come, right? Right?
Yeah, when we do another normal night, we will. But right now we have a full, like, we have like 25 raiders, so we can't really fit anyone else in. And unfortunately, our recruiting has been like out of control. But definitely, when we do an off night, just message me and remind me. Keep pinging me when I tell you,
I will do that.
because like I'm horrible at like inviting people. Like it's crazy. Like I'm so disorganized. Like I'm still getting used to the whole raid markers and whatnot, and it's definitely a challenge for me because there's a lot of things like I just know from, because I've raided this whole expansion pretty heavily, and there's like a lot of things I take for granted, and like I have to like think about it. I'm like, shit, like it's like I gotta explain this out for everyone, and I'm like, you just realize like when you play so much, like how much you take things for granted, you know?
That's absolutely more than I would ever be willing to handle. I don't even like rating. I zone out when I sit there and listen to explanations. I'm like, this is one of the reasons I can't do this. I'm sitting still for too long. Somebody do something.
Well, it depends. I mean, I think sometimes, like, I've played in guilds where, like, you don't need a 25-minute explanation. Like, I think if you're taking more than 5 minutes, you're over explaining too much. People need to see the fights, and you know, to what Willie said before his point. Like, that's why, like, Willie, I don't know if you noticed, but like, every week I'm like, guys, we're going to heroic soon. Like, it's not everything is gonna fall over, so let's just like have expectations, because I don't want people to think like we're just gonna walk into heroic and like smash Sylvanas in like less than 5 pulls like we did, you know?
Sure, totally.
Also, if I can just add, I also zone out during fucking fight explanations, mainly because of fucking ADD, and also I don't learn by being talked to. I have to see it.
I'm the exact same way. I got to do it. I got to get that muscle memory. So sitting there like for 15 minutes, I find myself just getting tired. I'm like, listen, I'd rather go and die and then hit up the group and be like, oh, so when that happened, I should have done that. Like that happened when I saw the Daddy D fight. I was like, I listened to the whole thing and I'm like, I don't really understand any of this. And then I went and died and I was like, now I see, what I did wrong. But everyone has a different learning style for sure.
Yeah, it's better to just be very simple about it. Like, don't try to explain everything elaborately. Like, point out the big things. Like, don't stand in this. You got to do this when this
Totally.
happens, you know?
Yep. So is that it? Are you good? Is that what you did or anything else?
I got my Sylvanas stack because we got like that, what is it called? The dinar, where you can start buying
dinar.
the raid items. So I got my
Yeah.
Sylvanas like 278 dagger. It was like,
Nice.
it went from like, I had a 246 one in my offhand before, upgraded to 278. It was something like 1,000 DPS upgrade, and that's my offhand weapon. It's insane how strong
That's
that fucking weapon is.
huge. That's so cool. Congratulations. That's rad.
Yeah, thank you. So that's pretty much all I've been up to. Getting ready for Dragonflight and everything, and so I've been playing a couple more alts than I normally do. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying raid lead, and honestly, like, I enjoy the people I play with.
That's the best part. That's the most important part right there.
Oh, did I tell you guys how I recruited one of our guild members at the bar?
No.
No.
So you know that guy Johnny who plays with us? Willie, the mage?
Johnny.
His name is Marilyn, I think. In game.
Yeah, that guy. Okay.
I literally he sat next to me at a bar one Saturday at the local spot. It was Saturday afternoon. I noticed he was on Discord, so I asked him, hey, what games do you play? I'm a gamer too. He's like, oh, I do this and that. I'm like, oh, I play World of Warcraft. About 6 beers later, a couple shots later, he's like, I'm gonna go home and reinstall and join your guild.
Oh, hell
nice.
yeah.
So you brought him back to the game too?
He's like, oh, he played like during like Nat 3, and like a lot of people, he got kind of like, oh, fuck this, blah blah blah, and then like he messaged me like 2 days later. He's like, I fucking hate you. I've been playing World of Warcraft nonstop the past 2 days.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
I have a question. Are you planning to bring your rogue to Thrall at some point or nah?
So my rogue was on Thrall, and then I brought him over Illidan. I'm kind of torn. I want to Raven collect a company, but I'm also like thinking about maybe in Dragonflight finding a guild that does Mythic on nights that we don't raid on the Thursday. But I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying only raiding one night a week, if I had to be honest with you, because now like there's like I could go out and play volleyball with my friends.
Hell yeah.
You know, we can. My girlfriend and I can like, oh, you want to go out to dinner? Oh, you want to watch a movie tonight? Like like my work, like my life was kind of revolving around WoW, especially when I was doing a 3-day Mythic raiding guild. So I kind of enjoy it. I don't know. I think for now I'm gonna leave it on my Illidan, especially now it does, you know, cross faction and whatnot. Like there's no really reason for me to be on Thrall, if that makes sense.
Yeah, other than like guild chat, but that makes sense.
Yeah, and we got the community anyway, so.
Yeah.
And this way you guys could all trash me when I fuck up raid leading. In guild chat, I won't see it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. So, does anyone care that I didn't do shit this week? I literally barely played the game. I'm still getting my ass back into full-time working. I know that sounds lame because like a lot of people do that, but it's been a process for me balancing the work, life, kid schedules. I'm usually kind of tired at night still, so I barely touched the game. I played a bit last night because the girls were with their grandma, and I got 2 mounts. I got a weird Necro Ray mount, one of those weird Necro Rays that you get the eggs sometimes off rares in Maljaxes. Got one of those. And I finally got Echiro. That was kind of the highlight of my week. The Ghost Moose.
Is
for
that the one from
the archaeology? Yep. Mm-hmm. And I have been waiting. I have been checking that quest it doesn't pop. So that's the weird thing. So for people who don't know, this Spirit of Echiro is the Ghost Moose mount. It's strictly through archaeology, and what you have to do is complete a quest. There is a not so weekly and not necessarily every 2 weeks either quest that pops for archaeology in Legion Dalaran. It literally, I don't know how often if this thing pops like every 11 days or what it's doing, because it's not weekly and it's not clearly every 2 weeks. So I just got in the habit of like sometimes checking if the quest was up. And finally this week it was. Actually, somebody in the Lion's Pride Tavern posted about it. I didn't even know. Shout out to Venari, I believe, the Lion's Pride Tavern. What up, guys? They said, hey, if you want to get it this weekend. And that was like on Thursday night. And I'm like, no, fuck, I gotta go. So you gotta get 600 of these little like bone pieces by just doing archaeology all over High Mountain. It really is only a few hours of work, but waiting for this quest to pop, I mean, I literally have been checking whenever I remember to for like 9 months, and it had never popped. Because there's a bunch of them. There's a list of like 10 or 12 or 15 quests that it could rotate through, and this one was just never up. It was finally up. Finally got my Ghost Moose. Now I probably should go work on getting the matching Spirit Moose pets, because I think they're Spirit Moose pets, if I remember correctly, but I am not even touching that right now. And what else? Oh, I became a millionaire again. I earned my money back. Cool. I'm an Azeroth millionaire, just like everybody else. And I looked at the hunter trees, but honestly, and this is my best Cartman voice, hypothetical situations piss me off. So I find that really hard to sit and look and not see how it plays. And I'm probably just going to wait till the expansion and fuck with the trees, because it looks pretty cool, but it just kind of was like blurring in front of my eyes. I'm like, I'm going to see how this all like mushes together in game. You know what I mean?
That's kind of where I am with those. Like, I want to see the final version. I don't want to mess around with it and be like, okay, this works for me, and then have it change.
Oh yeah, definitely looking at it from like a non-committal point. Although I was pretty happy to see that at some point in the tree, the explosive trap is back, because I used to love explosive trap. So I don't even remember where it is or how you have to get to it. Like I said, I was just glancing at it, but that is literally all I did. So boys, I know we talked about Jizz and we talked about boners. Do you guys want to talk about teabags?
Sure.
All right, it's teabag time.
I am restless.
Teabag time.
That was on me.
Nah, we're good. It probably ended up sounding good. So we got a listener question this week from our Discord, I believe. Mr. Mike Click asks, now for a question from the listeners. So, blah, blah, blah. We come back from Shadowlands and the Scourge have taken over the place. Literally the end of the world of Warcraft. Haha. The Horde and Alliance have to work together to survive. What 4 WoW characters are you drafting to help you make it through the wowpocalypse? I was playing a zombie game, so I thought, table's been turned. That is an awesome question, Mike. And guess what? It's today's draft. We'll do that later. Thank you so much for the email. And don't forget, you can send us feedback as well. You can email us, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter @thrallsballspod. You can join our Discord at thrallsballs.com. It'll yeet you right into the server. And you can leave us a review in the podcast directory at bonusroll.gg. Now, this is my fault. I forgot to add this to the notes, but I'd like to give another teabag to myself. I don't know how that's anatomically possible. Bentolas and I are going to be on Scrubs versus the World on Tuesday night. So if you are a fan of jumping into that stream with them, we're going to be on, and then that episode will air someday later next week. So Tuesday night at around, I believe, almost 10 o'clock Central, we're going to be on Scrubs versus the World.
And you get to see my ugly face. I don't think people have seen my face before. Oh no, I guess my picture's on Twitter.
Don't forget to take a shower. Hey, now we're going to see if you really look like Cameron from Ferris Bueller.
Actually, I forgot to tell you I shaved and I have like this disgusting dirty mustache right now. That's all I have.
Oh, like a pimp mustache, like a 70s mustache?
Yeah, all my friends are in town and like the theme for the boys is like everyone has a mustache. We were on the boat yesterday, so I have this like dirty, disgusting mustache.
I cannot wait to see this. So yeah, if you want to see Bentolas's dirty 70s mustache, come check out Scrubs versus the World with us on Tuesday night.
I think everybody's had the boys need to do mustaches moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Every guy.
Are you gonna do anything weird? Are you gonna buy like the wax and like twist it up and go like?
Honestly, I cannot go on a work call with this thing tomorrow. I'm gonna shave this thing tomorrow morning.
Well, you can grow it back, right? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I already have a shadow from shaving yesterday, so.
Oh, you already got rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back to like having the full beard, but yeah, I'm just gonna full shave so it all so it kind of grows unevenly.
All right. Does anyone want to make a mixed drink of the week with me?
Fuck
yeah!
yeah!
Fuck yeah!
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
All right, it's time for the mixed drink of the week. This week is my turn. I opted in for Legion Dalaran. Let me preface this by saying I made it last night, and I'm not ever gonna make it again. This is a full-on fail. So, you guys want to go ahead and take a guess? It's a shot. That's the hint I'll give you. It's not a mixed drink. It's a shot this time.
Okay. I'm gonna guess. Oh, I forgot to put it in the notes, but guys, please only drink if it's legal for you to, and we're not responsible for any dumb shit you do.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to say that part.
I forgot to put that in the notes too. If you guys haven't figured out yet, Gershom's hosting this week, so we're trying it. Let's see. I'm thinking.
You're not liable for your dumb, drunken bullshit.
Yeah, Bent. Yeah. How many claws?
Tipsy-turvy, wibbly wobbly. Let's get drunk.
I'm gonna guess that it's like green and purple mixed together somehow. And I got fucking. I'm just gonna guess triple sec and blue curacao mixed together. That sounds horrible. That's my only guess.
That's a great guess, and it's not as horrible as what I did. So, Bent, what do you have for me?
I have to agree with Wooly. I think it's going to be a green and purple. I'm going to go with I always forget the name of it. That green liquor. What is it? Midori.
Midori.
I'm gonna go with Midori, blackberry, brandy, and plain vodka.
Now that sounds like something I could get behind. Are you guys ready to hear what I did with this monstrosity?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Like cringing, because if you're saying it's bad, it's probably really bad.
As in, I drank one of them, and I'm like, oh god. Thank God, both things that I put in here are usable elsewhere, but they don't belong together. So this is basically like the Fellfire or something like that. That's what I was going for. This is what Fellfire tastes like. This is Smirnoff Tamarindo Vodka. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. It usually comes out around this time of year because it's like Day of the Dead. It's got like a calavera on the bottle, and it literally tastes like tamarindo. Have you ever had that? Like the Mexican candy? It's like spicy. It's like chili and like salty kind of
I don't
candy.
think I have.
Okay, well, it's
Like a
kind of like,
Mexican candy shot?
yeah, well, kind of. Wooly, have you ever had those like chili covered like mango or watermelon pops that they sell like at the little stands?
No,
You live in the
but
middle
I've
of like white
thought
people
about
land,
it.
don't you? Though.
Well, I mean, there's actually a huge Hispanic Latino presence in the area, so there are a lot of authentic Mexican restaurants and even small like supermercado areas, like supermarkets for Spanish-speaking communities in the area. And I've gone to a few of those to respectfully get very large burritos, and I've seen the candies, and I've thought about trying them, but I haven't actually tried them.
Okay, well, it's basically like this chili powder, kind of lime flavored, spicy. It's called tamarindo. Anyways, they made a vodka out of it. It is very good, in like a michelada or Bloody Mary or something like that.
Whoa. You're talking about that shit they put on like the glasses?
Yeah, kind
The
of.
red
Well,
shit? Yeah, I know exactly what
yeah.
you're talking
So
about.
this is
Okay.
a vodka that tastes like that.
Ew!
Well, it's good in a Bloody Mary. What it is not good with, my friends, and I did go green here, I put like 4 drops of green Tabasco in it, and it was fucking awful.
Oh my god. Have you
What
hung
I'm-
out with, were you with Wooly when you made this drink?
No, I was all
I
by
have not put
myself.
Tabasco in a mixed drink of the week in months.
Um,
It's something you would do though.
I'm
It is
not.
something I
I'm
would
not
do.
drinking this today. Like I said, I'm never drinking this ever again. Do you guys know how in Legion Dalaran the flight area Crassus's landing is like busted off, and you're like, oh, maybe some Fellfire came here, or the Legion came and like broke the porch or whatever. I think what happened is a demon drank this and then like farted right there, and it just broke off a piece of Dalaran, because this is disgusting. I don't recommend you do it. I'm not doing it today. I'm back to my captain and diet, y'all. This was gross, but that's the mixed drink of the week.
Probably tastes like the Manor of Blood that the orcs drank.
Maybe. It was real spicy, and I got it down to say I did it, but it wasn't fun. I think so. Next week it's Bent, right? And you've got the Stratholm. So remind me if this is pre-purge or post-purge, because I forget.
Might be during. That's for the viewers to listen to next week. You got to figure out. It could be during the purge. It could be after. It could be before.
Oh,
I'll
that
tell
makes
you
the
what, I
guessing
don't
that
want to
much
link the
harder.
words purge with my drink because,
Yeah.
it's kind of
It'll
gross.
be a
By
fiery
asshole
purge.
be
I can just
purged.
imagine.
This butthole must be purged.
More like puckered.
This entire boner must be purged.
Ew. So since that was pretty interesting, do you guys want to jump on into the news?
Well, I feel
wanna
like
purge
even
your
though you're
boner.
not taking the shot yet, or rather on
Oh,
the
yeah.
show, we
Mhm.
still
You
should
wanna say it?
probably say, when you took the shot, I'm sure, especially with this one, you said over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole.
I did
Yeah.
say it to myself.
Fuck
I did.
yeah.
When that
Alright.
shot eventually comes up in your system, Gershom, you gotta let me know how it was, because it sounds painful.
It already did, and it
Was
was.
it painful?
Mhm.
Was it?
Did you
Okay.
do your homework?
No. I was nope. We're good. I'm still. You think since I've given birth toys, I might have issues with that, but no, we were good. I made it to the potty like a big girl.
Oh damn! You could have joined the shit yourself club.
I know. I'm just an
That's your
honorary
homework,
member
man.
at this point, I guess.
Next Thrall Balls beat up. Gershom, you have to shit yourself.
I will not be doing that, sir.
With your asshole neighbors watching.
Oh God, I didn't tell Chris about that. That's another
But
story.
your neighbors watch
That's
yourself shit?
That's an
No, I've got
offline
these
story.
neighbors that are being complete douchebags right now, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, we always get those. And once in your life, you're always gonna have a douchebag neighbor that you just hope
Ah,
like a
just
meteor
go
crashes into their house and only takes out them.
or something. I know, you just wish something bad would happen. Like, can you just be walking down the street and get hit by the train or something to make my life a whole lot easier? Anyways, WoW news time?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
God damn it.
Yo, we haven't done that for a while. That actually made me jump halfway out of my skin, though.
Sorry, everybody.
We're good.
We're gonna make Tadrila drop her weights at the gym again.
Oh God, that was kind of funny. All right, so what do we got here? We have Dragonflight login screen has been found on alpha. I guess it's not yet fully implemented. I'm still not in the alpha. I feel like everybody is, but
I'm not.
I don't know. I did see this online though. It looks pretty dope. So what it shows is the beacon of Tierhold, which is that cool little tower that Stony Tony like pushes together with his hands and everything. And we see it from like the base of the mountain. Apparently, there's a link in the show notes. It does look pretty rad. And just seeing that thing, if I can just go on like a tiny tangent, I am so excited for like the Titan tech. I can't wait to see this shit. It's gonna be so fun. I'm almost glad I don't have the alpha, because it's really making me wet to see what this whole thing is gonna look like. So check that out. The link is in the show notes. We have 9.2.7 is now live. I think the biggest thing that happened here was auction house related, right? So region wide commodities, so like things like potions, food, flasks, stuff like that. And then we have the, how do you guys say this, dinar or dinar?
Dinar, I think.
Dinar. Okay, there you go. It's a piece of currency that you get when you kill 30 faded raid bosses to get, so you get 1 for that, and you can carry 3 at a maximum, and you use them to buy a piece of gear from a broker vendor next to the Great Vault, and you get your best in slot stuff. So if you were listening at the top of the show, that's what Bent used to upgrade his dagger. So I guess you're gonna get 30 bosses by the time you do like all 3 faded raids. I assume it must not be that hard if you do the faded raids. So
the first one you get is for 30 raid bosses, the second one's for 15, and then the third one's for 5. But you only can get 3 of them.
And does the gear cost 1 of the currency or like all 3? Okay. So then if you
to upgrade it though, you just have to kill I think 15 or 20 bosses on heroic or 20 bosses on mythic, and then you get an upgrade token and you can just upgrade the item level.
That's cool. That's rad. And so then we have, the auction house was reset with the patch going live. So we mentioned this last week. It is on the companion app now, which I need to download that so I can check that out. It was actually close to a bug, but they fixed it and it's good. I think what happened there was basically it was like a run for the banks. You know, like if we all went to the bank at the same time and took our money out, the whole thing would crash to death. But I think too many people were like smashing the auction house to bits and like trying to mess with the prices of things, and they actually broke the auction house. There's some links in the show notes about this stuff, but I think that's what happened. And like I said, I didn't really play this week, so none of this happened to me at all.
If I can just did you guys add, see the post on Reddit?
That's what I
don't know
about
go
that,
ahead.
But
go ahead.
If I can just add real quick, right before we started recording, or during recording or something, our Wowhead bot on our Discord pinged up a new article. The auction house is down again now. Didn't
like
read
right
it,
this
but
second?
yeah,
Oh, no.
It's offline right now as we're recording. I'm thinking there were some auctions people were putting up that were like bugged, that were saying like unavailable or some shit like that. It wasn't working.
Wow. Well, I'm sure they'll get it figured out. like I said, I haven't really been playing, or like I think I ran my banks like once and nothing bad happened, and I just got my money and got what I got back, and the stuff's sitting
Same.
there again. So I'll just put it up again, like tonight before work or something.
Is that what you were gonna say, Bent?
No, so like this guy on Reddit like posted something. Apparently, like he tried to do what people were doing, like screw with the auction house. He lost like 8 million gold out of it, and he
Well, what
submitted.
happened? What?
So he tried to like. So what he did was he like I forget what he did. He either bought a bunch of items. He bought like $8 million, 8 million gold worth of items to try to resell in the auction house, and then when it got reset, he, the prices for the items he bought like dropped like 75%.
Oh no. That was like the wrong
Dumbass.
end of the investment. Aren't you supposed to buy the cheap
Yeah.
stuff and then make it more expensive or something?
I don't know what he did, but he like actually submitted he submitted a support ticket to WoW, and he was like to the GM. He literally this is 100% my fault, and I completely understand that you were gonna tell me that there's nothing you could do, but I'm doing this in a shot of hope that you will give me my gold back.
I hope they told him to go suck a fat one. That's his problem.
I think they said something like well, we appreciate the honesty, but there's nothing we could really do. It's like investing in the stock market,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he just got the wrong end of the investment. The wrong end of the boner of Azeroth right there. It's a big one.
That's a lot of gold. I don't even think I have 8 million gold ever farmed on all my characters.
I've never had that much gold. I've never had.
I'm
8
over here
million.
bragging when I hit 1 million, and I'm at like 1,000,002. Like I actually wanted to come in over 1 million just so I could say it again on the podcast. Like it just sounds so cool, 1 million. But I'm gonna buy one thing or put some deposits. It's gonna put me back down again. I really need to get on those callings.
I think I'm at like 120,000 right now.
Raiding takes a lot of your gold though, doesn't it? Between like repairs and flasks and food and pots. Like I have to imagine all that shit kind of catches up to you. Like I don't spend any of my money unless I want like a mount or something.
I don't know if we're using guild repair or not, but that is a feature that the guild bank can pay for the repairs.
All right. Well, with that in mind, we're just gonna warn you. Take this with a grain of salt. It is not necessarily confirmed. But speaking of Reddit, there has been an internal document or supposed, air quotes, internal document going around. Like we said, not sure how accurate or true this is. But if it is true, then pre-patch for Dragonflight is going to be October 25th with a global launch for the expansion on November 28th, which is pretty interesting in two things. I'm gonna mix up the order of the notes here and just hit this real quick. But October 25th is basically like spooky week, and then November 28th is like right after Thanksgiving, if not Thanksgiving proper. So what do you guys feel like playing during the holidays? And then also keeping in mind that would put the first raid probably like right around Christmas, right? Or like right before Christmas. How do you guys feel about all this as more like end game players than I am? How does this feel? How does the community feel about that?
Personally, I don't care really, because I know one way or another guild's gonna figure out what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna go with that, and it's not gonna bother me. As far as like race to world first goes, I also don't really care, not to be callous, but like, one, they choose to do the race to world first. Two, I don't think it's worth energy getting mad about that. So,
And 3, they get paid to do it. So
Yep.
it's like their job,
Well, maybe if the race to world first is taking place over the winter holidays, maybe a lot of people will have like paid days off through their company. Because you remember what was it, Nathria, where it was it Nathria
No,
or
it was
Sanctum? It was Sepulchre.
Yeah.
Sepulchre.
Yeah.
They were taking so long that people ran out of PTO and had to go home and like leave the raid team because they're like, I have to go back to work.
I mean, we've actually encountered this when Shadowlands came out. Came out end of November. The first raid got released mid-December, and I don't know if you remember, Bully, but Collect a Company, we just said, listen, Christmas, we're taking 2 weeks off between Christmas and New Year's, and we'll be back in the New Year. So I think we'll probably do something like that. I know for sure, like
Probably.
I'm not going home this year, but I do have my family's actually coming from Jersey to spend Christmas here.
So you're gonna be busy. See, anytime it's in November, that's like not just Thanksgiving, but my kid's dad, his birthday is is during that week, during like Thanksgiving week as well. So like I was there for like launch, and then I honestly was immediately following behind because it was just between Thanksgiving and his birthday. I was pretty much busy that week, but it is what it is. That's fine.
Yeah,
There's a
November,
link. There's
December
a
is
link in the
pushing back.
show note. There's a link in the show notes about that too. Sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
I was gonna say November for me personally. November to like February is a shit show. We have my girlfriend's birthday on the 16th, and this year we're going to Costa Rica for a wedding. Thanksgiving, my birthday, our anniversary that happens to be on Christmas Eve. Yeah, Ben's a dumbass. Christmas Day. Then we have Valentine's Day. So it is really expensive and really busy at that time of the year. So
We don't. So our family's the exact same way. It's so funny. This is like totally off topic, but we have like nothing that goes on all summer, and then basically my money shit show starts. It starts in September, so we go back to school, Halloween, baby daddy's birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Mine and the baby's birthday is in January. Then we get like a little teeny tiny break there in that short month of February, and then March is Abby's birthday, and then we're done. So for like 6 months out of the year, it costs me like a ton of money and all my time, and then I basically get like spring and summer off.
that's not. What is your schedule like that, Willie, or you're more like spread out throughout the year?
It's a bit more spread out. Although there's Christmas, then Shay's birthday is about halfway through January, then nothing, and then my nephew early April, and my sister end of April, and I'm gonna look like an asshole. I can't remember when my brother-in-law's birthday is. I think it's in May or something, or June. But my
long as
mom's
you know your
not
sister.
till like July. What?
But
What-
as long as you know your sisters, you're fine.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I guess technically my dad's was in January, but for sad reasons, that's not a factor anymore. So,
Yeah, but it might still be a rough day, you know.
rest in peace, Daddy Wooly.
Now I'm stuck on Daddy Woolly and Daddy Pudding, and I'm getting it all mixed up.
We got to get Daddy Pudding on here though.
I don't know
think he
about
would be
that,
a-
but we
a
can get
riot.
Flurpy Derpy on here.
No, we have to call him Daddy Pudding when he's on here.
No, it's not going to happen.
That has to be a Saturday show because there will be lots of White Claws consumed between the both of us.
I'll
I'm
drink
on
some
board.
White Claws with Daddy Pudding. Look, I'm already calling him Daddy Pudding.
God damn it.
Hi, Daddy Pudding. We love you.
Hi. All right. Question of the week time. Oh wait, no, there was one thing I missed in the news. My bad.
Well, also, Bent wanted to talk about something.
That's right. So let me hit this first, and then I'll pass it to you. Okay, Ben. My bad. I'm stumbling here at the finish line. Wrath Classic coming out on September 26th. I thought this was already known, but I don't know if the leak said this or what. But the leak said 9/26 and not confirmed, like we said. But and then the pre-patch, according to the loader, is going to be August 30th. Just real quick, are you guys going to play this at all? Because I'm leaning more and more, just because it's like full-on silly season for a filthy casual like me. I think this is gonna something I'm probably gonna want to dip my toes into more than I originally thought. I'm a big mark for Wrath stuff, so
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
I see myself actually playing it more. Like I was on the maybe side, and now I really think I do think I'm gonna check it out.
Go for
I'm
it.
not. If I want to do it, I'll make an alt and do the time walking. As much as Wrath is like a great expansion, I think I've said this before. It just like, I don't think people realize how much of a better game WoW is, like in a leveling experience, than it is right now. I think people just miss the nostalgia, or I just butchered that word horribly. Like they have good memories of
Nostalgia.
like being in college and like not having responsibilities and be able to game to 5 in the morning and then wake up at 12 and play video games all day. I
That's
think
true. You had like a
business.
lot more time. Like if
Yeah.
it's gonna be as slow as it, yeah, you got me thinking. I mean, I've already done like Lore Master for that years ago, and I did get my fill, and the time walking is fun. We'll see what happens. I've already admitted I don't have a whole bunch of time. So, what were you gonna say? And I'm so sorry, I almost forgot to add you there.
So I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Danisher has came out and confirmed something that we all believed. There will be a time skip between Shadowlands and Dragonflight. However, it is not the time skip you're probably thinking of when we found out like the Shadowlands time is really wonky. So basically what happens is between the end of Shadowlands and the start of Dragonflight, 3 years will pass between us going back to Azeroth, in which basically nothing really happened. They hinted towards a joyous event that they would cover in a short story or a video. I forget what. I think we already kind of talked about this in an earlier episode, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I will leave it at that. But basically, nothing's really happened, and like we're kind of like rebuilding society. So yes, there is a time skip, but it's not like the time skip I think people are thinking of.
It's not like Daddy Anduin with a big fat long beard, 90 years
Well,
old.
no, like
Time
people
skip.
thought, like,
Yeah, no.
no, people thought we were gonna like go back and it'd be like 5 years in the future. It's more of like we're going back. It's still the same time, but basically nothing happens for 3 years until Dragonflight occurs.
Well, also, we've been in the Shadowlands for 2 years. So it's, in a
Yes.
way, 5 years in the future, just 5 years from what we last saw, really.
And
Correct.
I'm pretty sure the reason that the way this adds up with the math is that they're saying Dragonflight is taking place 40 years after the opening of the Dark Portal, and I believe BFA was like 35 years ago, blah blah blah, or something. Yeah, so
Shadowlands.
yeah,
So
they're
used
just
to-
lining up the numbers essentially.
I think every expansion they said is about 2 years, give or take. Some of the earlier ones I think took less time for some reason. No, I don't know why.
Yeah, to speak to Willie's point, then that's not even really a time skip. It's just
No,
kind
it's
of
not.
a mushing of numbers.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a time skip. It's more of just like there's like 3 years where nothing happened, so we're just gonna skip over it, if that makes sense.
La la la. Yeah, that does make sense. You guys want to check out the question of the week?
Can I
Fuck
point
yeah.
something out about the leak about the timeline, though, quick?
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
Okay, so for anybody who's been paying attention, wanting to hear why we haven't talked about Classic, is because it's not really our thing. It's not something we've been doing. And in fact, the only reason I mentioned Wrath Classic in the notes here is because the leak says that it releases on the 26th, and the reason that is relevant to what we're talking about with the leak is that this supposed leak came out before the announcement of the release date, the official announcement. So the only reason I included it in the notes at all is because it gives the leak a little bit of credibility. But again, grain of salt.
A big fat grain of salt.
Big fat grain. All right.
Boner of salt.
That was all I
Okay,
wanted to
yep.
say.
A boner of salt.
That
sounds painful.
A desk
For
of
both
Cheez-Its.
sides.
A
Oh my
hammock
god.
of
Okay.
cake.
Next subject.
Question of the week. Let's go.
Question of the week.
All right. So last time we asked you guys, if you threw a birthday party for your main, what would it look like, and what would you get them? And I'm just going to preface this real quick before we read our couple answers. I'm going to let you guys read because, wow, I didn't realize reading like this is a lot. People who do solo podcasts, good fucking God. After this week, we're going to let the question of the week segment rest for a little while. We're just kind of come to the consensus. It feels like we're giving you guys homework, and it's just kind of this vibe that we're just going to take a step back for a little while. And of course, you can always give us your feedback on that or tell us what's up. Most likely we'll bring it back, but right now we're just going to take a little break from the question of the week. So who wants to read Shanty Man? Because I'm fucking tired of reading right now.
I will. I got him. A birthday party for my main will be out on a rager out in Razor Hill. All sorts of shenanigans, from Crimson Steer bombs, a la Jaeger bombs, to blind Nodin fodder elixir, or dwarven ale shot drinking game with some undead metal band bringing out the tunes. As for what I get them, who doesn't love a lovely new set of daggers?
That
I'm
sounds
surprised-
dope.
Shanty, I swear to God, if your birthday party doesn't end with blowing up the inn in Razor Hill, it's a failure.
I mean, you got to cover the evidence up.
Maybe we could combine Thralls Balls Con and this fictional birthday party and blow up my neighbor's porch.
Yes.
I didn't say that. Yes.
Allegedly.
Hey,
Allegedly.
that's one of the things that this asshole was screaming at me about. Not to get off the subject, but he was literally like, "When you had you and all your friends over here sitting at my table," I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude!" Like, oh my god, I can't. Sorry, I said I wasn't gonna talk about it. Well, he knows a little more because we talked
Wait,
about it
that
in
was
depth
their
on DM,
table?
but I'm using this like allegedly. I'm using the air quotes. It's like he said anyone could use it, but now apparently there's a problem. So whatever. I haven't used that table in weeks. Fuck him. Anyways,
fuck
so we
him.
got Mike Click.
Yeah, he says, getting shit-faced at some random bar down in Booty Bay, end up commandeering a pirate shit. He meant to write pirate ship, and he wrote pirate shit, and then he pointed it out, and then I said I was gonna pin it, and so I pinned it. Anyway, commandeering a pirate shit, and eventually waking up on the other side of the world somewhere in Kalimdor. What would I get him? Hopefully they picked up a new mount somewhere along the way. So I guess the gift is like he stole someone's horse or some shit.
Hey, if you don't get mounted while you're commandeering some pirate shit, then it is not a birthday party.
I guess so.
Sounds like a regular Monday for my outlaw rogue.
What would you guys do? Did you think about this at all?
Well, assuming it's my warlock, because that's who my main is right now, I think I would have the party in Dreadscar Rift, the warlock class hall, and the reason for that is to weed out all the scared little bitches. And for a gift, I would probably get him the recolored funny raid tier 20, you know, from the mage tower. That's what I'd do.
Oh yeah, minus the KKK hood that they fixed, sort of.
That's not mage tower. That was a different raid or some
sorry.
shit.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
The tier 20 for the warlock has got like the helmet that's got like the horns going off to the side. It's pretty dope.
Oh, sick. Oh yeah, that would look better than what I said.
Oh, what about you?
I think Gershom would have himself. It'd be on the beach somewhere, probably like just right in Echo Isles or something like that. And I'm talking like bonfire, drum circle, lots and lots of weed, lots of like fried fish and delicious food. There'd probably be like some raptor races, some capoeira contests, you know, some dance contests. I don't know. It would just be a very troll-like event. And I really don't know what I'd get him. Maybe a shirt. A lot of his mogs are shirtless, so maybe I'd be like, here's a shirt. I don't know. It'd be like a cool like Rise Against t-shirt or something. Like, here you go.
What about Bant?
All right, so I gave a very short answer in the chat, but I'm going to elaborate more on it. So picture this. We're at Dallywix's Pleasure Palace, because it still exists, even if he's gone. My boys Anduin and Rathian are going to show up, and I'm just going to be like that, like, you know the guy like at the party, like, oh, Anduin, Rathian said you're very hot. And then I would go over to Rathian and be like, yo, Anduin says you're really hot. And I would keep feeding them shots, and then I would break out, spin the bottle. But I would rig the bottle so it only land on Rathian and Anduin and force them to make out. Then we would bust open a Malfurion pinata, and it would have a bunch of like, instead of like the candies in it, it would have like those little airplane bottles. And then we would get so fucked up, I would convince Anduin and Rathian that we need to go burn down Malfurion itself in real life. And then I would end up blacked out next to Anduin on top of Rathian in dragon form.
So basically, you would have a three-way with them.
No, we don't know what happened. We're all drunk, and Malfurion will be dead. We burnt down Ashenville. Whoops.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's a good one. I don't know if you would even need all that booze though. I feel like that's just something that's going down anyways. But that's cool that they let you get involved. I mean, allegedly. I don't know if they knew or you knew what you were doing, but Rathian in dragon form. His hair's pretty hot though. You really want him in dragon form?
I mean, she makes a good point.
Yeah, but we need him to burn down Ashenville and kill Kill Malfurion. That would be like the
Oh,
ultimate. That would be the greatest birthday present of all time for me.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a link to this later, but I feel the need to mention it real fast because I told you about it before. But since we were talking about Unshackled Fury, he way back in the day. Oh my god, I don't even know if Wooly remembers this. He had a contest on his Twitter, I think, back in the day, where he wanted people to submit erotic fan fiction, and the best one he reads on the air. And it's a Arathion and Anduin story, and they call it Black Rock Mountain instead of Brokeback Mountain. And that's
my
all I'm
God.
gonna say about it, but it is so good. I'm gonna post it in the notes later. It's so funny. Whoever wrote this story, he reads it, and it is fucking delicious.
I gotta find that.
Wait.
I've not heard that.
I'll post it later. I will. I say I'm gonna post stuff, and I never do, but this time I will. So did you guys have anything else for that, or you want to move on into the draft?
I'm good with the
Everybody.
draft.
20 minutes above.
Oops. Sorry. Hold on.
Thralls, balls, draft, everybody.
Fuck, I'm not doing that on purpose.
You're just trying to make me jump out of my skin and make Tajula drop weights on her feet and everything else. You're
Also,
just
I
causing a
forgot
real
to-
party around here.
I also forgot to push my push to talk button until halfway through. I didn't do that on purpose. So, as far as OBS goes, it only picked up the second half. Whoops.
You did it on purpose, allegedly. So last week, me and Wooly were hosting by ourselves, and we drafted real life restaurants that we would like to see referenced in game. And we tied. I voted for you, Wooly, like I'm supposed to. So I don't know. Apparently today's order is myself, Bentolas, and Wooly, Bentolas, myself, etc. And thanks again to Mike Click for the suggestion. We are drafting 4 characters to help us through a zombie apocalypse or scourge apocalypse, whatever you want to think of that as. So I'm thinking, are we doing 4 or 5?
I think
4.
it's 4. Also,
Okay,
I
do
just
4.
want, so people don't think I'm over here stuffing the ballot box, I think I might have forgot to vote entirely. So essentially, I would have got 0 votes and you would have got 1. So you would have won outright anyhow.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say on my team, I want Medivh. And the reason I say that is not only is he one of the most powerful mages of all time, but he does actually blow up entire zones. Like definitely in the lore, I forget which book it's in or at which point in time. It's when he's a child. It's one of those weird things that puts him in one of his comas. But the Gurabashi trolls are invading Stormwind, and he basically stands up on one of the turrets in Stormwind and just like decimates Elwyn Forest entire and gets rid of all the trolls. And then like it's so powerful that it like puts him in a coma or something. But who doesn't want a dude who can just stand there and just be like he literally set off like a bomb in the middle
yeah.
of Stormwind. So
He'll
yeah,
blow shit up.
Medivh. I pick Medivh.
It's my turn.
You're up.
Yep.
Well, I only need one person to win this whole draft. I don't even need to draft the other 3. I'm taking freaking what's his face, Arthas, Lich King. He controls all the zombies. I could have him just be on my team. No, tell these zombies to stand down. GG, it's over.
Shit. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, I mean, not to hit you with an upset, but I'm taking Bolvar because he was
fuck.
also the fucking Lich King. And also, he's still fucking alive. Arthas became Farthas, and he's gone, bitch. So, Bolvar.
Bolvar was on my list. Dang it.
And
I
then
got with that first.
To
Like
sneak...
me and Wooly like thought about this like so serious.
Yeah, bitch.
I think about it serious.
You telling me you don't
No.
think about it serious? Shame
I
on
always
you.
think about this here. I love the draft. It's my favorite thing. Even though I lose most of the time.
No, I thought mixed drink was your favorite thing. Not
That's what
this
I
week, though.
thought.
I
So,
think that those 2 are my favorite section.
they're your
Maybe
favorite
that's a good
sex?
draft idea. We have to draft our favorite segments of the show.
Do we have enough segments to draft our
I was
favorite
gonna
segments?
say I don't think we have enough going on there.
Okay,
We
how
need to
about
come
we
up with
rank
more
our
segments.
segments? How about we rank the segment?
I think we have to have a new segment to incorporate ranking the segments. Oh, we could. Oh, just spitballing here, but we could introduce a segment where we together as a group come up with the top 5 of such and such category. We can spitball about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Like a
okay,
round table, that'd
so-
be fun.
I took Bolvar.
Yeah, and you get another one, right? 'Cause
Right.
it's a
Yeah, you
snake
got
death.
another one, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about zombies. The Scourge. He's long dead, but we've seen him recently. I have to take the Ashbringer, Alexandris Mograine. Come on.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I mean,
So the Ashbringer is the thing that turns zombies into like dirt, right? Like they just
Yeah.
dissolve. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was the first guy walking around with the Ashbringer. I thought so anyway. Because then his shitty kid corrupted it. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Or he Fuck, I don't know. Alexandris Mograine, the alive version, not the Scourge version.
Word. And so then Bent gets another turn, right?
Yep.
I do. And
Yep,
in the
okay.
case I cannot control the zombies, I will need a way to absolutely destroy them. And as such, there's nobody else I would want on my team than Putricide.
Really? Wait, isn't he the one who made Scourge at the Wrathgate? Now I'm confused.
No, he's the one who destroyed everyone at the Wrathgate with the poison and the blight. That destroys the
Oh.
Scourge. So I would just have him drop blights everywhere.
That's
Fair
kind of a
enough.
nuclear option.
Sometimes you gotta go the nuclear option very early.
So far you've drafted a fart and a nuke.
Yep.
Nice.
And the fart could enhance the nuke.
Even nicer. Okay, so my second guess, I'm just gonna go with good old fashioned Scourge fighting noble Tyrion. I just want Tyrion on my side. I like him.
He was going to be on my list.
Well, steel for steel then.
And you
You
have
go
a third
Gershom.
one.
And then I get to go again. Sorry, I'm losing track of things here. Okay, so everyone's talking about fighting the Scourge. I think it would be cool if we had like a place to hide that nobody in the world could find. And with that in mind, I'm gonna pick Egwene because she did create Karazhan, and even the Kirin Tor couldn't find her, even though it's a big giant penis sticking up out of the ground. Apparently, no one could find it. So yeah, Egwene's gonna build us like a secret clubhouse, and the Scourge aren't even gonna be an option because we're just gonna hide there.
Isn't it currently full of undead shit, though? Or have we canonically
Maybe this-
cleared it out?
I don't know. I was thinking more like not that we're gonna go to Karazhan, but like maybe if she was on our side, she could build us like a new place that no one could find, like a secret house just for us. And yes, Bent, Rathian, and Anduin could come.
Giggity.
All right, so it
Now that you
is.
said that, and I don't know, this is really random. I don't know if you guys know, but tonight's like the first episode of the new Game of Thrones season, or the new spin-off they're
it?
doing. Yeah.
I never even
House
watched
of the
that show,
Dragon.
the first one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you have to. Anyways, not to derail the draft. My next pick, Malfurion, just so I could punt him into the fucking the stuff that Putricide puts down so he could die.
You know what? That's actually a good pick.
Thank you, Willie. I appreciate it.
So I'm up now then.
Mm-hmm.
This is your monthly update. Fuck Malfurion.
I am... Okay, so I'm thinking I've got a guy that can control the undead. I've got a guy that can just say, fuck it, I'm gonna kill the undead. What if I take somebody who can turn the undead? And maybe not like turn them back to life, more like, this is gonna be an annoying choice, but Sylvanas found scourged up Nathanos and was like, hey, ugly. And he was like, and she was like, hey, ugly. And he was like, and then she tried again. She was like, hey, ugly. And he was like, Sylvanas? Is that you? So I'm going to take Sylvanas because she was able to get through to him and turn him back into a functioning being, but also still a zombie. So if I have somebody who was a zombie and is normal, maybe I can like recruit an undead army to fight the undead who won't come back. Who won't turn back to the light or the good people.
You know what? And then like she was even compassionate enough to give him a glow up. He was like, "Yeah," and she was like, why don't we go see if your cousin's body is still over there at the farm because you look and smell like shit.
You were
That's not what
ugly
happened.
before.
Isn't
Now
that
you're
what happened?
even uglier.
He went to the farm and killed the cousins to give him the body.
Oh, I thought his cousin was already dead. No shit.
No.
I got that wrong. That's even better. She was like, we're gonna give you a glow up, but first you have to go kill the body that you want to have.
And I don't think it was his cousin. I want to say it was his nephew.
But it's somebody. I almost
I
said
don't
brother. I don't know. It was Stefan.
Yeah, it was
Merritt.
definitely his nephew, I think. I don't know. It was definitely someone in his family though, who like he probably would have been like low key upset.
Well, in the Sylvanas book, see, I can't remember who it is, but that's how. Yeah, you must be right. They go back and kill him because she meets. It might have been nephew. It might have been nephew because they mentioned in the book that like on one of their little like staycations when they're dating or whatever, they go to the mayor's stead, and she's like, "Oh, what a cute young man he is," or something like that. And then they must think of it together. They're like, "Let's go kill him and steal his body." That's just fantastic. That's horrible.
According to Wowpedia, he's the cousin.
It is cousin.
I know it was
But-
like a family member.
That's also Wowpedia, so take that with a grain of salt. A big fat grain, allegedly. I still have one more pick, y'all, though. So, we referenced the Wrathgate once before, but it wouldn't make sense if I'm going to take Bolvar, who is not undead, but also not quite alive, without the individual halfway responsible for that. See, he would have just died with Putricide's fucking blight, but then Alexstrasza and all the other red dragons come in and use their life-preserving flames to... they basically turn him into a briquette, but it helps him to sustain through it all. So I'm taking Alexstrasza because her fire can fuck up all the fucking zombies, and if somebody's still alive and they've been like bitten and they're gonna turn, now they won't.
God
So you're
damn it!
taking
You
Alex.
stole my draft pick.
Beat my balls. Beat my balls? What the fuck? Yes, I'm taking Alexstrasza.
Man,
The life
Ben's
binder.
pissed. So what do you have then instead, Bentolas? This will be your last one, right?
It
I'm
will.
gonna have to defer to you, Gershom, and let you pick first because
Nope.
I need to come up with another pick.
Nope, that's not how it works.
All right. So while I think about it, I'll kind of give the reasoning. You kind of covered it, like, right? Because I'm using Putricide. Like, if I had to go to the nuclear option and nuke the earth of the zombies, I would. But I would need someone to help bring like life back, right? Like, I don't want to live in like a nuclear wasteland. So I would theoretically, if she was available, I would choose her because she would bring life back to the Azeroth.
Well, I don't want to give you an easy option, but Alexstrasza's about preserving life. There's a different one that's all about renewal and restoring life. So
Actually, I'm gonna go. You're on the right path. I'm gonna go to a different one. I'm gonna go into Stormwood because I could just like turn around time and make it so like never happened. The zombies never came.
Yeah,
That
why doesn't
works.
that ever happen in the game? Like he swears he's like, oh, he can do anything, and then he never does, and we just keep sucking.
because they are the protectors of the timeline, and that is part of
I
the
know.
timeline.
I'm just being an asshole.
So is Nosdormu letting all this shit happen.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy, right? Like, I don't think I could be a Nozdormu, right? Like, can you just like imagine like we're just talking about like U.S. history? Could you imagine being in charge of preserving the timeline and like having to know like something like the Holocaust or slavery was going to happen, and you just had to let it happen? Like you had just had to sit there and watch it.
Oh god.
Like I don't think
Oh,
I could
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, that's a lot
I-
of pressure.
Yeah, fuck no. Like, I don't... Fuck the timeline. I would stop that, or try to stop that.
I know, but like as his job is protecting the timeline, like my understanding of it is he can't just like pick and like dabble in and change things he wants. Like he just has to
Correct.
kind of let it happen, you know?
And
Yeah.
that's
No, I was
probably
being,
why the
I
infinite
was just being
dragonflight comes around.
facetious and rude.
I know it's fucked up and we agree those things shouldn't happen, but
Okay, so I'm losing my grip here a tiny bit. Do you have one more? Or because so far I have Putricide, Arthas, Nosdormu, not in that order. Did you say someone else, or do you have one more for your fourth?
He said Malfurion.
Malfurion, because I'm just gonna
punt him.
blight.
Okay, all right.
So then I think we just have you
So
of
I
one
get-
left.
Yeah, I have one more, and thank you, Swingers, for letting me do this. Wooly, I am stomping all over something that you do every week. This is harder than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a
You're
good
doing
time.
great.
So for my last, this is kind of a joke answer. I just came up with this right now. I'm gonna pick Duratan. I feel like I'm picking Duratan, and this is the joke part. He's just gonna like talk everyone down. He's just gonna sit there and be like, "This is not a big deal. Everybody, shut the fuck up." And he's gonna do absolute shit. He's gonna sit on his big brown orc nuts and not do a goddamn thing about it. So yeah, Duratan. He's just gonna be like, "Everyone, just calm down," and then it's not gonna work.
Duratan, we're like, do nothing, Tan. Ayo.
Hey, got him. Ha.
So then to recap?
So, yeah. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Well, I was about
So-
to do it myself, and then I'm like, wait, I'm not doing that this week.
No, I was taking a drink. I'm sorry. So for myself, I have Medivh, Tyrion, Egwin, and Duratan. Bentolas has Professor Putricide, Arthas, Nosdormu, and Malfurion. And Wooly came in with Alexandros Mograine, the Living One, Bolvar, Sylvanas, and Alexstrasza. What would you guys name your team?
Team allegedly.
That's a good one. Bent, you got a name for your team?
Team Scorched Earth.
All right, and I'm gonna go with Team Scourge Stomp. So you guys can, we're gonna place a link in the Discord. Who do you think won the draft? Go ahead and give us a vote by next week, and we'll read it out on the show. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
Something champion boners.
Jizz
about-
water.
Oh man.
Ah.
Okay.
Did we say that on the show, or were we talking about that before the show?
That was on the show. We were talking
It
about
was
the
on the
birth water,
show.
and I called it jizz
Yeah.
water.
God.
All right. Thanks for letting me host this boner cast, y'all.
Oh my
You
God.
can go ahead and follow us in the places. I myself am at Hunter Gershom on Twitter, the word Hunter, Gershom. Bentolas _outlaw, Bentolas. Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. You can follow the show at Thralls Balls Pod. You can email us at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can join the Discord by visiting thrallsballs.com. Get yeeted right into the server. Bye. We love you. Be good.